Hello everybody. So today we're going to be doing a haul slash mini review of the products I bought at the Sephora Rouge sale. I ended up purchasing a couple things. I also didn't end up getting like a Rouge code, so it's an interesting mishmash of products where I bought them either on the site of the retailer, like the brand, or I went in store with one of my friends who is a Rouge member. And yeah, because honestly the sale is really not worth it if you're not a Rouge member, so I had to take things into my own hands. But it is still all products I was thinking of buying for the sale. I just ended up buying it in a different website. It's no big deal. So let's get into it. It's pretty small, but it's just a couple of fun products. So yeah, so the first product I got was the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder in baby pink. So this is the new baby pink color, and what I want to say is this is hardly pink. So I don't even know how much you can tell like how pink it is. It's very subtle. It really is just, in my opinion, looks really similar to their white powder and has a slight pink tint, but it's not going to be at all like the pink effect a lot of people love from the Givenchy powder or Huda Beauty powder. It really is just simply not that pink. In my opinion, I think this is a little, like the use I see in this is that it's not a pure white like the light version of this powder is, so it's a little easier to wear than that intense white powder. This powder is very smooth, very finely milled. It, you know, feels very nice, but to me, it definitely didn't need to be bought. So I should have kind of waited for some reviews to see what people said, but I was really like ready to hop on the gun and just get this because I had wanted to try this powder out. I had heard really good things and I had really wanted to try pink powder. This just really is not the pink powder effect I wanted to try, and it's unfortunate because I bought this off of the Pat McGrath site with a 15% off discount, but return policy is obviously a lot harder to do online. If this was Sephora, I might consider returning it because it really just, you know, wasn't worth it, and I should have just bought the Huda Beauty powder or Givenchy. And after that like kind of negative review, I think I'm gonna enjoy this powder, but I just didn't need this because I bought it for the particular reason of it being pink. It's really not pink, so you know the itch to have a pink powder is still there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like hate it at all. I think I'll find some uses for it and maybe I'll end up really liking it and appreciating it. But again, I don't really use a lot of makeup in my under eyes, and I feel like that is where this powder really shines. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to really test this out. But yeah, not a huge hit here, but that is the first product. Next product I got is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Super Nudes Easy Eye Palette. This was something I referenced in my wishlist video, and yeah, I had wanted this for a really long time. I feel like I kind of went about this in the way that I want to buy makeup in, where I'm like, okay, what do I really want? You know, really think about it, really reflect if I want it, and then come back to it. I wanted this palette because I think you can see these palettes are satins, which is very exciting to me all of a sudden for some reason. It just like adds a lot to my collection. I feel like satins aren't a really common finish at the moment, and it's probably my favorite because it just adds like a beautiful glow and life to the eye while still being very natural and subtle. I love the idea of this. I will say, like, performance wise, I don't know if these are like the greatest. I don't hate it at all, but I don't know. I noticed like when I was applying it to my eye, like it's definitely not like the easiest formula to work with, but I don't think it's bad by any means, but I don't think it's like exceptional. And I think the effect is so unique that, I mean, so unique. Satin is not a unique effect, but nobody really makes it anymore. Like I feel like MAC and Charlotte Tilbury are kind of the only ones that have committed to this. MAC just because they're, you know, classic. and I think this adds a lot to my collection because I love satin so much. But I don't know, it's definitely not, well, the other thing is I don't think all shadows need to be this way, but it definitely isn't like the uber pigmented, like, oh my gosh, like so soft and luxurious. Like, I think it's a luxurious feeling formula, but it's not like gonna be so pigmented and like effortless. I think there's a bit of work you need to do to build it up, otherwise it's going to be like sheer washes of color, which again I think is the effect I like, but just kind of a review because this is an expensive palette. Like, I think this is $50 for what is a nude palette, so I feel like I gotta be hard on it. But overall I really have enjoyed it. I think it was exactly what I wanted. I love satins, and this just adds so many like beautiful nude satin colors, and they do have like cool toned and warm toned ones, so I feel like it's really good. But yeah, I think, I don't know, I definitely want to use it more and just like really see how it works, but I've enjoyed it for what it is. Like, I think I did a lot of research coming into it and I kind of knew what I was expecting, and I bought it for like a feature of the palette that's there. Next product I got was the Too Faced Fluff and Hold Laminating Brow Wax. So in my wishlist video, I think I talked about the Kulfi brow product, and that ended up selling out and also wasn't in store. And they didn't have any discounts on their site, but I ended up getting this one in store with the 20% off discount because I also heard really good things about this from Jen Phelps. And overall, I really like this. I think this is probably one of my favorite brow gels I've tried in a while. It has a great hold, it has a good brush, it doesn't add a ton of product on it and doesn't look like crusty and gross. The only thing is I feel like sometimes there can be like too much like product on the spoolie, which if you can see, it's just like a whey product. And that's when you start getting like a bit of build up in the brows. And I have been working on like being careful about that. I guess that's where you could use this product, but this to me is not like something I really use. But overall I really like it, but I have noticed like some of my qualms about brow products in it. But I'm kind of starting to realize, like, I think that's going to be an issue with any brow product. If you're putting on a ton of product, it's going to look a little like gross if it's like getting caught in like makeup on your face or things like that. So overall this is a great product. I don't regret buying it at all, but still balancing how to make sure not to get too much product on the spoolie. Next product is this Fenty Beauty Fly Liner, and this is in the brown shade Big Truffle. So I bought this one in person as well. And the funny thing is I was swatching these because I think I've talked about in videos that I really wanted a light brown liner, and I actually particularly wanted a really light brown, like cool toned liner. Like, my vision was like a light taupey brown, like it almost doesn't look like eyeliner, but it's like liquid and you can just do like a beautiful smoke on your lid super easily without like blending it out. I swatched this in store, I swatched the brown shade, and I thought that that was what this was. And then I ended up buying the brown shade, got home, and as you can see, it is a pretty like solid, warm, chocolatey brown. So I think the one I swatched in store was either like drying out mixed with another color because it was so cool tone. And it's funny, I had like swatched it in store and then I came home with my new one, swatched them side by side, and it was like they were different products. But I had also swatched the black one, so don't worry, like it wasn't that. So it was just, you know, it ended up being like a little unfortunate in that sense, but I do really love this eyeliner. The brown is a little crazy. It's definitely like warm toned. So if you're not into like a warm chocolatey brown, this will not be the one for you. But I feel like I can get such precise lines, and also like, you know, when you immediately put it on, if you just like swipe your finger along it, you can get like a beautiful smoky look, or like a little more of a like elongated cat eye, and then it dries down and it does not budge. Like, I don't know what it is. I've never been into liquid eyeliner. I've always done my pencil or my like shadow cat eye, and this is like changing the game for me. It's just so easy. I get such precise lines, and I feel like I just put it on in the morning and I can get like the look I want, when sometimes even with powder I don't get that look. So I've been really enjoying this. I don't need the black one because the black is definitely way too intense for me on an everyday basis, but I would love, I stay here waiting for like a light brown liquid eyeliner. Like I just feel like other nude shades would add so much, and lighter ones too, because I think a lot of people, I get like the point of eyeliner is like definition, but I also think that like smoky look is so popular now that like a lighter shade that doesn't add the same sort of definition but still would add like dimension would really do something. So what can I say? Last two products were also ones I think I talked about in my wish list. I ended up ordering this from the site. So these are the Summer Fridays lip butter balms. So I got the shade Cherry and Pink Sugar. It's funny, I've only used this like twice and it looks like it's like empty. I think it's because frankly these are not like full of product. Like they're a little like low, I don't know, they're not fully filled. So this is Pink Sugar. I think you can see it has like very little color, like maybe the slightest pink tint, and then this one is Cherry, which has a bit more, definitely a fair bit more. I also wonder if I'm like squeezing with the light pink one, like I haven't fully gotten the color out, because sometimes like color and the product itself like unmixed, but whatever. So anyways, my review of these, I love the formulas of these. I knew I would. I own the clear one. I think the colors of these are a little disappointing, particularly the pink one, but I should have known because they, like everyone says, like these are not gonna be like super pigmented, but I was kind of like, oh, like maybe because I'm fair, like it'll show up more on me, like my lips aren't that pigmented, but the pink one especially does not show up. So I think I wanted these to be a bit more of like a add some color to the look, and I think I should have stuck with maybe like the Tower 28 like light pink one, because that one seems to be more what I was looking for. But anyways, the scent of the pink one is so good, it makes up for it. So definitely not exactly what I wanted, but I'm not mad about it. Anyways, overall my haul, I also switched angles because of course having issues with storage again. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with my haul. I think the one product I wouldn't buy again would be this, but everything else I'm enjoying. I think it adds something to my collection, and I think I used like a bit more of like the buying strategies I wanted to use to like make sure I wanted them. Like a lot of them I had thought a lot about, I had done reviews on, and added something to the collection I needed or wanted. So yeah, so that was a small haul, but I just wanted to show you guys what I ended up picking up, and especially after seeing like my wish list video. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.